Hey guys, welcome. I am Ilya. Welcome to ADSF Radio's new series called, I don't know what it's called. It's basically just a monthly guest feature where every month we focus on a friend of ours, an individual in the scene that we think is doing some cool stuff. We have them do a performance, which is going to be coming later this month. We do this interview, and we're going to be kind of giving you an insight into their process and kind of themselves as an artist. So this month for February, we've got with us Blossom Reynolds. One of our good homies who's been on a bunch of streams before. So yeah, why don't you just go ahead and start by telling us, kind of how you got started in music and how you made your way to where you are now.
Yeah, sure. First off, thanks for having me. Great times with the Androids Radio gang, Androids Dungeon all the time. I started way back in the day in a band for a few years, like 5 or 6 years. I fronted a pop punk band, and then once we broke up, kind of started Blossom Reynolds as just like a fun little side project.
Nice.
With like emo rap stuff at the time. This is like back in like 2017-ish, 2018. And then like pop punk and emo and kind of just like a lot of things, a lot of those kind of genres, alternative genres. And then in 2020 I got really into DJing just as like a quarantine sort of like COVID project.
Nice.
And that just kind of sparked a whole new world of, I don't know. I was already pretty into like dance music, but
Sure.
I never like got into it like that, like being a part of it and whatnot. So I got really into all of that life, and then kind of started skewing like the music I was making more into like kind of dance music.
Nice.
And that type of stuff. And that's where we are now. I'm just kind of doing a lot of DJing, getting back into dropping music. More of like a kind of like a fusion of what I used to do versus with the new shit that I have grown to love.
Nice.
So yeah.
What do you got going on this month? Are you just doing some DJ sets around Denver, or are you going to be doing some actual performance stuff?
This month I don't have a whole lot going on actually. I don't have a ton going on until I just had so I throw a little party series called What If, and I had my What If party last month, and I got a next one coming up actually in April. It's going to be
nice.
on the vinyl rooftop. And
Sick.
yeah,
that'll be really
sick.
fun.
Yeah, I'm super stoked for that.
We'll
one.
definitely be coming through supporting there.
Yeah, no, that'll be fun. I still gotta figure it all out and whatnot, but got that booked and confirmed, so that'll be sick. So that's like my next big thing I feel like I got coming up. And then honestly right now just kind of focusing more on like creating music. I want to get like back into, I used to be like a little into producing back in the day, so I kind of want to get back on like the whole producing thing. More songwriting, more like just dropping my own. I haven't really like been on a consistent dropping my own music in like a good couple of years. There was a minute when I was dropping a song every 2 weeks.
Oh, wow.
I was like I was like fully about that life. And then once like I started DJing a lot more, I kind of feel like that like took like the main stage really. So I kind of just want to get back to dropping some stuff.
Nice.
Also DJing as well. Like, don't get me wrong.
Right.
I feel like it kind of sucks a little bit because the more I want to create music, the less I feel like I'm getting like booked for stuff. And I'm like, don't get me wrong.
It's definitely a balance for sure. Yeah.
Yes, for sure. But nothing coming up as of yet. But I'm sure every time I say that, I get like bombarded with like
an email tomorrow.
Yes, literally. I swear to God, it's like clockwork every time. It's like, oh, actually, here's like 5 events, and I'm like, oh, cool, sick,
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk inspiration for a minute. Do you have, someone or something or some sort of entity that you can point to as a major source of inspiration, or is it not that simple and you draw from a lot? I
feel like I draw from a lot, and it's kind of hard right now because I feel like the music that I want to make, I genuinely like. It's not like there's like an artist out there that's like really inspiring,
Right.
like the sound that like I
saying.
kind of want to go for. It's basically just like blending, like for example, like the song that I have out right now with like Mick Jeets, I dropped a few months ago. That's like basically like a pop punk drum and bass song where it's like that was an acoustic song I actually wrote a couple years ago, and I just like came to a studio like, hey, I want to try to turn this into a drum and bass song.
I mean, that's awesome. Some of the best music is made that way.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I love that kind of like studio magic where you just kind of like figure some shit out or have some ideas and bounce them off each other and some cool happens. But yeah, it's kind of hard to say like who out there is really like inspiring the sound that I'm trying to like go for really. I don't know. I'm always inspired by like DJs that also do like live stuff during their sets.
Yeah.
Whether it's like, on you know, whatever equipment they're using, or like even more like in my case where like, you know, DJs are like doing vocals during their sets. I feel like you see it a lot more with like MCRT kind of like rapping over shit, or like, you know, not maybe so much with like actual singing like I'm trying to do. But
I've seen a couple recently. There's I wish I remembered her name, but she is she's been doing shows and she posts a lot of stuff on Instagram where she essentially writes code to make music.
Okay.
So she'll like be coding and changing like a variable from 4 to 1, and that changes the sound of something, right? So she goes and does this live. Like she'll play a live set, but she codes instead of like playing an instrument. The computer and the terminal is the instrument, so to speak.
That's wild.
And she will do the same thing where she does like her own vocals on top of it.
Damn. Okay.
So I feel like it's definitely. I feel like it used to be a lot more prevalent, right?
Yes,
like,
for sure.
Bring back DJs in bands, right?
Yeah.
Linkin Park, right?
Oh, 100%, dude. Wow, I didn't even think about that.
Or
yeah,
like, even
dude.
like Smash Mouth, right? They had a fucking DJ.
There were a lot more DJs in bands.
Totally.
And what were they even doing back
oh my
there?
God,
like
just
literally
just
just like
money. It was just like the homie that you're taking with you on the ride.
Literally. Wow, that's so funny to think about, dude.
Or I mean, most recently, you know, jokes aside, Travis Barker and DJ AM, R.I.P.
Yeah.
Who did that big Coachella tour for a year where it was Travis on drums, DJ AM doing the scratching and the
Gotcha.
and the live DJing. So like that kind of hybrid stuff, I feel like does not exist as much anymore, and I would really love to see more of it. Personally.
For sure. No, that is like where I am kind of like trying to make a little link, especially like kind of out here, you know, and like I mean in general, obviously it is kind of harder. It's a lot easier to get booked like as like a DJ.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's totally fair.
Plug
you don't
in,
gotta
play.
ask for a mic. There's
Exactly.
no backline.
Yeah. So it's like, you know. And yeah, so it's a little bit more of like, I don't know, a pain of like one figuring out like where you fit on a bill,
Sure.
you know, just like what even like where you're going to play, what you're doing.
Right.
And then, yeah, just like the whole structure of your set. I only did that one. I've only done it once, and it was at Woodlands Festival last year. And I basically did like half hour of like a hybrid live set because it was an hour set, and then the other half I just DJ'd and just kind of went into like some house shit.
I would imagine that it involves a little bit more like planning and programming. You can't like some of the sets I do, you know, for our streams and for my show, like I just literally will load a playlist with 40 tracks and be like, we'll figure it out.
Exactly.
You can't really do that when you're.
Yes. No, you have to like. That's what I kind of realized when I was doing that Woodland set is like. Especially because some of my songs, and I'm not a big producer, right? I probably could have like thrown this into like, if I was a producer big time, I could like throw that into Ableton and probably like create like an extended set of some of these, you know, so that way it would be easier to mix out of. But like, there's a couple songs I have where it's like, it ends like basically right when my vocals are done. So like,
so you gotta be there to do something.
Yeah, I have to like go back behind and then like quickly kind of So it does take some more planning and like knowing exactly which song
to play
goes into it. Yeah, you know, I can't just cool, like kind of do it on the fly.
We will definitely, unfortunately, this month. Blossom will just be doing a DJ set for us, but we'll get you in here one of these months to do a little tiny desk thing with like a couple of homies. I
do want to do that eventually. I would have loved to do that for this, but that being said too, I feel like I was saying, I also love DJing, right? Yeah. And I feel like I haven't put out like a mix in a while, honestly, and two, I've never put out a video recorded mix.
Right.
So yeah, I feel like that's like cool to have and kind of like my archive, and like, you know, I love watching video. Literally today at work, I watched like 3 mixes in a row. Yep, so
that's why we're starting doing all the video stuff too. Is we originally did it. Back when we started doing all these radio broadcasts, we did do video stuff originally, but it just became so hard to like request a radio show host to figure out how to record a camera and audio at the same time. Some people don't have cameras. I mean, obviously now we're getting to the point where like we can provide that.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I mean, I think it is definitely the form of content that people are consuming the most right now, right?
Yes, 100%.
How many times do you go on YouTube and pull up a mix at a party versus a SoundCloud mix, right?
Yes,
like a YouTube mix.
That's what I'm saying too. And that was like kind of another thing I was thinking like with this set, like obviously, you know, I'm so grateful to be a part of this and like, you know, whatnot, but I do feel like we're more dance music based, you know what I mean? Like I feel like I would like for something like this, I want to put out more of just like a DJ set and like something that
you do
really
what you want, baby. It's all
it's
your feature.
I'm stoked for it. I was getting it ready like the other night, and I'm like I got some homies in there.
Nice. Why don't we talk about that? So what's a couple highlight tracks in this mix that are favorites of yours?
The intro, it's sick. I actually kind of like thought like kind of did this like a few months ago. I was just like mixing at home and just kind of like made this sort of like I don't know. I like to like just hit record randomly and just have like practices.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then like I'll usually listen to them at like the gym or like wherever.
Dude, I highly recommend doing it. Well, first of all, like when I was DJing, a lot of times I made mixes for myself to listen to while I was doing things.
Exactly.
It wasn't even to put out. And then I always tell everyone, if you're just messing around, hit record. You never know when you're going to hit a really awesome blend. And you
Exactly.
wanna remember it, right?
I couldn't agree more. I literally tell people the same thing. I'm like, just hit record, dude.
You
like,
got plenty of hard drive space. That's
exactly. Yes. Like just hit record. But yeah, I was kind of doing that, and I like found this cool blend of like the intro basically is like this cool like. God, I can't even remember the dude that does it, and that's really making me mad now because he's sick. He put out like this EP, and it's like yeah, it's like yeah, I'll find it. Yeah, it'll be here somewhere. But he's sick, and but yeah, it's kind of like this big like drawn out ethereal sort of like track that's like a mix an edit of like that Temptation, is it Temptations? Yeah, that Just My Imagination.
Oh yeah. That's
and
awesome.
it's just like this cool little trippy like it was just my man.
Nice.
And then I just kind of like flip it right into like this like hard techno, not hard techno,
Sick.
but like this like cool techno tune, and like the blend into it I feel like it's just like it's one of my favorite like blends I think I've done.
Nice.
Just like as far as like an intro into another track goes.
Well, hell yeah.
And then yeah, we got some homies on there. I put my track by the homie Zejabo. I think he's also
Zejabo.
Yeah.
Shout out Zejabo. He is actually going to be on our guy Gast. He has a radio show called Divide by Devices that he runs once a month, and they are actually going to be through here in the studio space recording that 2 days.
Yeah, exactly. Boom. Hell yeah. Yeah, that's a fucking homie.
That's some local Denver drum and bass too, which is really really rad.
Goated. Yeah, he's fucking sick. And then yeah, I found actually I just threw it on the playlist last night because I was just thinking of last minute shit to like kind of throw in there, and there's just one fucking track by Sinistar that goes fucking nuts.
Yeah,
and
I mean they all do.
Yeah, they really do. But yeah,
shout out the guy
this
Jeremy.
this one, it was funny because I remember I found like I already had it on my USB, and I was just kind of like randomly mixing one day, you know, like one of those times where I was just like, and I just like got this track and like played it, and I was just like, yeah, like literally what the fuck is this, and I hit info and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm like the homie. Okay, hell yeah, no, it's nutty. So yeah, I'm excited for this one also because like with the other mixes that I have dropped, I've never gone like this fast with it. I think like I think I start at like
fast BPM wise.
Yes, fast BPM wise. I kind of work it down, but I think I like start right around like 170 and just kind of like work my way like down to like 140.
It'll be a good workout, man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, it's fun, it's high energy. It's like not like any other mix I've put out yet. I don't.
That's
think.
cool.
So,
well,
yeah, I'm
looking forward to it. That'll be out later this month, towards the end.
Yes.
Let's talk scene. I know that you're not originally from Denver, right? How did you get involved in the scene here? Did you have help, or did you just kind of just show up one day, start going to parties?
I had help. I definitely had big help from the homie Dirty Disco, my boy Cree. He was my one friend. I had a couple of friends out here, but he was like my one friend in the dance music scene that like I had before I moved out here.
Sure.
And I remember I actually came out here just visiting on a trip before I even like really thought I was gonna move out here. It was kind of like a little idea I had, but not really like yeah. And then I got here and or I came here on the trip, and I messaged him a couple days before, like, hey, if you have like if there's any chance I can get on like some afters or something.
Were you guys friends already beforehand?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, we met like at a wedding actually.
Funny.
Yeah, my really good friends, their name's Carly and Jake. They throw a little festival, little wedding called Cake by the Lake.
What do you mean by like it's a regular event?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I said okay. It started as a wedding.
Oh, I said
Sorry, it started
every year they get remarried.
Yeah, no, basically it's a festival of love. No, it started as their wedding, and they're like I've actually met them at Bonnaroo 2019. Well, kind of met the whole group at that time. Yeah. But yeah, they're big festival people. I used to be too. I still am for the most part. But I used to be like big, more into festivals.
I can't be bothered.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Unless I can go into VIP where there's a clean shower.
Yeah, no,
plug my RV in.
The older I get, like the more I'm like, no, I probably can't do like a camping festival anymore.
That's such a bougie thing to say. Too. I'm not.
No, I mean like I definitely feel the last couple of camping festivals we did get RVs, and I will say RVs are like the way to go.
Yeah, I'm 36 years old. I can't sleep on the fucking ground.
No,
I bring an inflatable mattress camping.
Yes, exactly. It definitely gets like a lot more like, yeah, I need to be a little bougie about this. I'm sorry. But But anyways, yeah, it's sick. It started as a wedding, and then it just kind of like turned into. The wedding was so great. There's 2 stages. It was like a 3-day thing. They rented out a whole campground. Wow. It was like a festival wedding, and it was
That's so fun.
Yeah, it was sick. So it was so great that now we're on like our 3rd year.
That's awesome.
Now it's just a little festival.
Local to here.
No, it's actually in Canada. Yeah, it's up in Canada. Wow. Cake by the Lake. Shouts out Carly and Jake. But yeah, that's where I met Cree. Cool. I don't know how they met Cree, but I met Cree there, and then we became good friends. And then I came out here and visited, and he let me actually get the last 20 minutes of a set that he was playing at an afters. So nice. Yeah, he was just like, yeah, dude, like I can't really throw you on anything like this last minute, but like you can get a little bit of my set if you want.
Dude. Like, I know. I know so many people that'd be like, nah, sorry.
Literally, yes, like 100%. I was like surprised by that. Honestly, I was like, yeah, dude, like for sure. But yeah, that was cool. And then like, yeah, I was at this party and it was some afters, and like, I don't know, he was like trying to convince me to move. And then he started telling all these people at the party to like try to get me to move too. So, which I didn't know until later. I thought everyone was just being like really nice. Yeah. But they were like, no, you got to move here. Yeah, I know. I was like, wow, what the hell? And then I ended up moving out here. And as soon as I got out here, Cree was just like immediately like taking me to stuff, introducing me to everybody. So nice.
He's such a sweetheart.
Yeah, like literally the majority of like people, almost like every friend I made out here, in some way or another, comes back to Cree introducing me to somebody that introduced me to them or like something. So what was the first party you played? Was it something that he put you on, or was it? Good question, actually. That I remember the first party I played, but I think I got on it because of somebody that he introduced me to.
Word.
For sure, actually. But it was at Beacon, actually. Cool. Yeah, it was at the Beacon. It was back when I was still I had an old DJ name called XL Choker.
XL Choker.
Yeah.
Wow, I can see it now.
Yeah, it was
shirtless, covered in baby oil.
See, that's the thing. That is why I had to change it. I didn't realize how sexual it came across. Okay, like
No, but I mean that's lean into it.
Yeah, dude. I mean I was
who's that dude that's like always playing fucking Ibiza, and he's got like he just takes his shirt off and wears Levi something, DJ Levi. Oh my god,
I don't know. Probably.
If he watches this, I don't even care. You're a joke, bro.
Yeah. Sorry, you're getting called out right now.
Good-looking dude that doesn't wear headphones to mix. And it's getting booked at major events.
Yeah, that's rough. Yeah, canceled.
I mean, good for him.
Exactly.
He's getting that bag.
Get it while you can.
He's getting that bag, but like, damn,
it's not gonna look that way forever.
If I try to do that, dude, I'll clear the room.
Hey, you fill the room, baby. What are you talking about? No, I fucking I actually got that name as like a joke because like we were actually on the way to like a rave or something, and I was with my like one friend and my one bigger friend in the back seat, and we were all wearing chokers. Me and my other friend, and my big friend in the back was like, man, they need to make a choker for bigger guys. We need an XL choker.
2 handcuffs together.
Yeah, yes, yeah. That's actually hard. That's sick.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, for big dudes.
Yes, yeah. That's sick. But yeah, he's like, we need an XL choker, and I remember this was years ago, and I was like, if I ever become a DJ one day, that's gonna be my DJ name.
That's it. Right
so yeah, that was just like as soon as I like started getting booked for stuff, I was like, yeah, I'm XL choker. But I literally played that show out here at Beacon, and I remember one of the other DJs on the lineup. Like I played like at the time I was playing like a ton of tech house, and dude was like, after my set, was like, yo, dude, you were like sick, like that was dope. Honestly, I saw your name and I thought it was gonna be like some cringy like edgelord like bassy bullshit, but like you really surprised me, and that was my first show out here.
That's a great comment.
It was a great comment for sure, but like it was also like, fuck, I need to change my name, dude. I cannot immediately have people like, and I was already on the fence of changing it. So, and I already had Blossom Reynolds. Like Blossom Reynolds has been like my identity for
a while.
Since like 2017, 2018, and this was XL Choker was just supposed to be like my side project DJ thing. But I was like, fuck it, I'm just gonna make it all one thing.
Yeah,
and I still go back and forth sometimes of like just. Like if I get into producing eventually and like, putting out just straight up dance music, I probably will make a different alias.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I think there's a lot of power in just like creating a random SoundCloud and putting music out on it. Like Aphex Twin did that, remember? Like 100%. He's had all these secret SoundCloud accounts that he just puts music on just to see what the response is.
Yes, yeah.
And there's a lot of power in that. There's also a lot of power in being able to like curate a specific genre without it affecting something else, but at the same time it's like, I don't know, who cares ultimately? Like why the separation? Like I don't know, my mind can't reconcile the two sometimes.
You know what, I definitely feel like I get that. I feel like I have like friends that tell me that a lot, honestly. Every time I think about like making another alias, they're like, why would you do that? You already got Blossom.
You
like,
got
blah,
the
blah, blah.
recognition, you got the following.
Exactly. I feel like it's more of just like confusing like the audience of just like if I put out like something that's just like, you know, a straight up like emo tune versus like putting out a track that is like a fucking like 140 break tune. You know what I mean? It's just like,
that makes sense.
Yeah, I just don't want people to be like, is this the same Blossom? Like, you know what I mean? So
speaking of shows and break tunes,
I
know I asked you. Oh God, you're down.
Yep.
I know I asked you this kind of off to the side before we started, but is there like a festival or an event or a show or someone who you would want to open for that's like the dream gig, right? Like,
I think, I remember like thinking about this because I think like artist wise, because so like for context, right? Like back in like when I was like in my band back in the day, and even when I first started Blossom Reynolds, I was opening for like a lot of people that like, you know, I really was pretty stoked for open for, you know, and once. I don't know. It's not like the don't meet your heroes thing, obviously, because
I mean, it's sometimes true.
Yeah, you know? For sure.
It sometimes is.
Yeah, but like, I don't know. Sometimes I'm just like, I don't know. I don't put a lot of people on like a really big pedestal anymore. Sure. I'm just like, you know, don't get me wrong. There's some people I like fucking, like if Frank Ocean walked in front of me right now, I'd be like,
right, of course.
You know what I mean?
Okay, what about like parties or events? Like, what is something that you would like to achieve maybe in kind of your career as a DJ, as a musician, that would be kind of like a capstone, you know?
I think it would be cool to like play more like, you know, actual, like a real, like if I got to play like Movement one day or even like a Movement party or like something like that. Like Movement's for me like
big festival kind
of thing. Love that kind of shit. Yeah, like a big festival, especially as like I remember one time, it was like a while back, I can't remember, God, who was it? Was it Glaive or somebody I know that was kind of more in like, not I know personally, but that was like somebody that was like kind of more in like the emo hyper pop whatever scene I saw was like on like a dance music lineup, and I was like, whoa, that's cool. Like that's like inspiring. And you know, I was like, I would love to be like that dude that kind of like can mesh both worlds. Right. You know? So yeah, I feel like playing like more parties, like, you know, kind of getting in where I fit in and making it like work in a way that like nobody else is doing. I mean,
you could have answered, I don't want to do any of that. I want to build my own party, right? Like,
yeah,
that's
exactly.
also totally valid.
Yeah,
right?
for sure. Which, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if there's like a specific artist I would love to open for, but there are definitely like, I would love to play like fucking, I don't know, Forest one day. You know, E-Forest. Like
mine was always playing to do an essential mix.
Oh yeah,
I always considered like if I can get on Radio 1 and do an essential mix, I've made it. As a career, right?
100%. That's actually a good. Yeah,
I feel never got even close.
Yeah, I don't even know how you get there. Honestly, that would be very sick. But yeah, I don't know. I guess like those. I think like that is where I hold more of like I made it, or like, you know, I feel like a personal recognition or of success if I like played like certain festivals or certain shows.
I feel like it's like one of those things where when you're younger, you that's how you measure your success, right? As a creative, is like, oh my God, I headlined Electric Forest, right?
100%.
And now, as I get older, personally, I measure success more as in like this, right? Like I have created something that's my own.
That's a better way to look at it, honestly.
I could not give two fucks about playing Electric Forest.
100%.
I just want people to buy our records. Kind of thing, you know?
For sure. Yeah, no, that exactly. I feel like you measure success in like so many different ways, and like the fact that you can have your own fucking thing and do what you want in your own label. It's like that is successful. That's fucking sick. So,
cool.
Yeah.
Well, let's get a little nerdy here for a second. I know as DJs we don't really interact with analog gear as much. You know, even as producers and those of us that do, you know, it's a lot more niche. It's rarer. Is there like a piece of gear that like in these hybrid sets or back in the day when you were doing vocal stuff that like was really important? Maybe like a pedal that processed your vocals somehow, or
that's basically it, really. I used this pedal back in the day that was a piece of shit. I can't even remember. Can't remember what it was called. It was like a whatever, but like it sucked because it was like a kind of like auto tune sort of like pedal or whatever. But like it didn't have like the keys on it really. It just kind of like try to match where you were. It was like a really cheap little pedal. Yeah. So I bought one more recently. And I'm gonna I think it's like the Live 4, I think is what it's called. I can't even like 100% remember. That's cool. I'll, you know,
let's look up. We'll put it up.
I'll put it up somewhere. But that one's sick. That one's cool because like my one friend Tyler, recommended it to me. Unzen, that's his name. He's a sick dude. We used to make music way back in the day together. Cool guy. But he was doing some shows recently, and I saw it on like Instagram, and he sounded fucking sick. And I was like, "Yo, what like are you using right now?" Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, I'm using this.
Nice.
It's a little pricier, but it is nice." And I'm like, "Okay, sick." So yeah, I got one of those, and it is dope. I did a couple live shows actually with the Millionaires, and that was super fun. Those were like the first live shows I've ever done in Colorado, and first live shows I've done in a few years. So that was super fun, and I used that, and it's just sounds solid. It's great. It has other effects you can put on there. Like it has some funny ones. Like you can like do like deep voice and like like telephone voice and like all this like crazy cool shit. But like I mainly am just using like just like vocal processing, like and like just like some reverb and delay and then like some fucking. But yeah, that one's sick. As far I never really got maybe one day when I get like into this whole producing thing, which like dude, then I'll.
You're telling me I already got enough hobbies.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like I don't know. Maybe I'll know more of all the equipment side of things, but I never really been like I'm a songwriter at heart,
fair
and
enough.
then like I got an RX2 at home, a little XDJ RX2.
Yeah.
I'm actually trying to upgrade to the RX3. That's about it.
I don't know anything about. I came from Technics and Serato and straight vinyl and hip hop turntablism, and so the CDJ, the 3000s that I have now here in the lab, like. Those are a new acquisition as of like April. I hadn't used a CDJ since a CDJ 1000, where you still had to put a fucking CD in the thing.
Dude.
So like I got these, and like I'm still on that learning curve of like these are just computers now. There's so much to them,
That's so crazy with like the old school. I remember my homie Frick was telling me about that. I don't know if you know Alex Frick.
I've heard the name. Yeah, I've never had the pleasure of meeting him. I've heard a lot of good things though.
Yeah, Mr. Frick, great dude,
Frick,
great DJ, great producer. But yeah, he was also telling me that like that's what he comes from. Like when he was first started DJing.
Yeah, we're the old dudes in the scene.
I'm like, that's crazy, dude.
Dude, I used to carry a giant folder.
Oh my god,
with like dozens of CDs burned that are all labeled like track number 1 is this, track number 2 is this, and you're in the dark in a club like with a flashlight trying to like read this shit and like load it in.
That is actually so nuts. That's
a whole other era, dude.
Let's bring that back. Everyone's like vinyl DJing. I'm bringing back CDs, bro.
Dude, I mean, I'm pretty sure you could buy a pair of 1000 Mark IIIs for $500 right now. Like,
this is a budget
cheap.
DJ. It's gonna be sick.
Does the same exact thing.
Exactly. Could be sick.
Yeah.
Could be dope.
All right. Well, let's get into, speaking of hobbies, kind of the other side of things, right? So, do you have something like in your life that really helps you decompress or like maintain the stability of the craziness that comes with working in nightlife, essentially?
I'm just kidding. Weed is tight. Know what I'm saying? No,
I do a lot of drugs.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Stay in school, kids.
Yeah, or not. No, I don't. No, I mean, it's basically just fitness. Honestly, I got really into fitness.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
that's a really good one.
I got really into that a couple years ago. Just fucking. Kind of also was a quarantine thing, honestly, because I was working from home at the time, and I had an hour mandatory break that I had to take every day.
And
so
you used that to just start working out.
Yeah, I had this little like homework.
I should have done that. I used it to drink scotch.
Yo, not a bad use of time either, man. Listen, no, I was getting very lit during quarantine time for sure, but. Yeah, during the day, that was like a 45-minute workout that I would do like every day during the week, and then it kind of spiraled into getting a gym membership, and now that is such a big part of my life that I never thought would be like. If you would have told me,
I think it's such a it's a part. It's something that should be a part of everyone's life, and like me personally, I never set those habits when I was growing up.
Yeah.
So now. Mid-30s, it's insanely hard.
100%.
Like,
no, I mean, same. Honestly, I never I liked like the idea of fitness when I was younger, and like I don't know. I took like a weight training class in high school. I was really into skateboarding actually, so that was like kind of like my idea of like being fit or whatever. But if anything, I was pretty overweight for most of my life.
Skaters are pretty skinny fit dudes.
Yeah, for the that was like how I kept like fit. I feel like because like
pushing for an hour. Is not easy.
It's not. No, you don't realize. That's funny now actually, because like I feel like my calves like already have like such like a good like foundation of muscle, and like that is literally just from like skating. Yeah, but yeah, no, that was that's basically it's a big thing. I was at the gym this morning. I'll probably go again tomorrow morning.
Oh yeah.
It's but yeah, that's about it.
What about shows? Like if you're about to go on stage, or your set's in 5 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever. Do you have any?
I hit the gym.
Kind of.
Yeah, get the
dumbbells
fuck
are
out
in
of
my
there.
kettlebells are in my rider.
Yeah, it's all every time, dude.
No, like is there anything that you do? Like I know a lot of people that'll be like, everyone out of the green room for the last 10 minutes before I go on, or like I'll have a drink before I go on. Like, do you have any sort of like rituals or anything like that?
For my vocal shows, yeah, I do like to drink like a lot of tea and honey. Sometimes I'll just down honey if I don't have the tea. Yeah, just. But yeah, that's good for the throat. Feels good. I don't know. I feel like I've just been doing that for years, and like all of my years of playing like vocal shows, that's just like always been a thing. So it almost feels like a ritual. But I'll have a glass of tea and honey. Maybe try to do like a couple little vocal warm ups. As far as DJ, I always get like these weird yawns, but those aren't really like that's not on purpose. I think that's just like a weird thing that happens with like nerves. Yeah, I wouldn't even be like nervous, but I feel like every single time I'm about to get on stage, I'll start like just yawning it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I try to just energize myself up a little. Like with DJ shows, I'm just kind of like, all right,
just trying to get in the zone type of thing.
Yeah, hype myself up, maybe chug a beer. Yeah,
maybe just shotgun some Jameson.
Yeah, just maybe shotgun something. Yeah, that's about it. I don't know. I get kind of lit. But that's about it.
Well, cool. I'm gonna give you one last thing and one last question here. What has been a track, an artist, an album, something that you've been like just rinsing over and over recently, like something that's just you're in love with?
A fucking track. Oh, actually, lately, man, I have like a couple actually.
Go for it. Yeah.
I have. All right, let me give you like one that was like, kind of like the song that I've been like playing way too much by Haim. Haim is like a 3-piece girl rock band.
How do you spell that?
HAIM.
Okay, cool.
They have a song called Relationships. Fucking great. It's not a dance music song by any means.
Oh, it doesn't need to be a dance music song.
Poppy girl song, but it's so good. I don't know what I mean by indie poppy girl song. It's for anybody. It's not like a girl song, but like, you know what I mean. I don't know what that means, but like
it's your chromosomes before you listen.
Yeah, exactly. But no, it's a great song. I love that song. Actually, really, I've been on a big Rossi kick. I don't know if you've ever heard of Rossi. It's like ROSSI.
I don't think
He's actually playing here soon. He's playing at he's playing at Vinyl, I think, on Valentine's Day.
Nice.
Yeah, so, February 14th. But he's from the UK, I want to say, and it's just like that cool like not new, but like I don't know, that like UK house sort of like sound that's been like
the UKG stuff that's been really making a kind of a fresh wave recently.
Yeah, it's not even like so like garagey as much as it's like kind of like housey, but it is like kind of more like that up tempo, like kind of like bouncy and fun. But he's got this song. He's got a couple songs I really dig, but High on Me always gets stuck in my head. Literally the other day I was with my girlfriend, just like all day I just feel like I was just high on me. High on you. Yeah, that's a track. That song slaps crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's
cool.
a good one.
Awesome. Well, I think that's really all the time that we have for right now. I want to thank Blossom Reynolds for coming through. Thank you guys for watching and tuning in. We're going to be doing this every month with a brand new guest. Before we take off, anything to plug? Any releases? You've got that party in April. I know that you're talking about. We don't have a date for that yet, but
yeah, I got that party in April. Actually, I do have a date. That's going to be April 17th.
April 17th.
Yeah. What if? I don't have a lineup yet or anything, but I do have the date confirmed. That'll be
man.
sick.
I wish I knew someone that knew a lot of DJs.
I wonder who out here knows a bunch of DJs. That's nuts. But yeah, that's the next party. I actually have a tour that I'm doing after that with. That actually just got announced. Actually, that is I'm gonna be the tour DJ for the Millionaires.
Oh hell yeah! Congratulations, man.
Thank you. Yeah, very stoked for that.
Those were the guys or the gals that you did that little two-day run here. It was like Denver and Boulder or something. Right?
Yeah, Colorado Springs. It was Denver and then I've done a couple other weekend runs with them just back in Ohio. But yeah, they needed a DJ for their upcoming spring tour, and those are the homies. And they're like, we'd love to have you.
How many
and
dates is that?
It's roughly 2.5 weeks, almost 3 weeks.
Hell yeah!
So yeah, all East Coast,
all over the East Coast.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, man! Congratulations, go get it.
Thank you. I'm super stoked for that. Yeah. That'll be fun. And then I actually have a track that I just teased it today on Instagram. That I'm looking to drop pretty soon.
Was it that DMB one you showed me last time?
Yeah,
that's a sick one. Dude.
Yeah,
definitely send that one over because we'll support that one pretty heavy.
Hell yeah! No, I'm very stoked to drop that one. Honestly, that's like. I recorded it like a couple years ago, and I like just rediscovered it, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I love this track. I'm putting this
Nice.
out. So
Hell yeah.
stoked for that.
Cool.
Yeah, thanks for having me, man.
Yeah,
This
of
is,
course,
this is,
man. We
fun
look
stuff.
forward to the mix, and stay tuned.
Oh yeah.
Peace.
Sick.